Now then, here we are, me and the mutt in a secret limestone passage in the middle of the Yorkshire Dales. And I don't even know where this path leads to, so it is exciting just to explore a new place. I just had a look on the map, found a footpath and thought, that looks cool, let's go there. So I've got all the gear to camp out for the evening, so we'll find somewhere completely out of the way where no one will see us and no one will know that we've ever been there. And that's how it should always be. As you can see, it's slightly snowing, so let's cross our fingers and hope that it gets really heavy and then covers the whole landscape so we wake up in the morning to a winter wonderland. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I'm also here because I want to test out my Thermarest Uberlight. I've taken it down to about freezing before, but I've never taken it sort of beyond that, and it did give -6 tonight, so let's see how we get on with that. And keeping with a lightweight thing, I thought I would bring the Lanshan 2 Pro. So let's see how that gets on, maybe with a little bit of snow loading. So that should be pretty damn awesome. Anyway, Blue, you ready? Get on then. Let's go explore. Can you tell he's done that before? He knows how to go through a kissing gate. Well, annoyingly, this snow is getting down the back of my neck. So I think it is time just to pop the old hood up. That's better. Onwards and upwards. Here he is, look, just waiting for me. Well, I wasn't expecting a scramble, but we do have one. Let's see if Blue can get up on his own. Ready? Climb. Yep. I don't really need to worry about him, do I? I really don't. See if I can do it one-handed now. It's slippy underfoot, but there are some good handholds, as you can see. There we go, look. We have it. We have it. Ah, that's pretty cool though. Coming up and out of that little valley, just winding its way through. Beautiful. Which way now? This way or this way? Well, we found a lovely little spot hidden behind this wall, which is just out of the wind. There's probably about a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind coming through, but just here it's like formed an eddy and it's pretty much nothing, so that's quite nice. Dog's made himself at home, obviously, rolling around. That's where he's sleeping. But yeah, the rest of it is just tuffety, horrible grass for as far as the eye can see, dear boy. Whereas here we've just got a nice little bit of green grass. Blue's eating the snow. Right, let's get a tent up then, eh? Let's yeah, let's get this Lanshan 2 Pro up in the blink of an eye. I need to set my tripod up now, don't I? Will that work? That? No? Right, let's get this tent up, eh? It's a lovely day for it. There we go, the tent is up, looking fine in this landscape. It just blends in beautifully. So, time to get the bag in, get the dog in, get me in, and then let's cook some sausages. You want a sausage, Blue? Yeah? You want a sausage? Away then, let's go. It's nothing too spectacular, but regardless, you still get that same feeling in here, wherever you are. It's just awesome to be out, it really is. Honestly, I can't say it enough. Get yourselves outside. You have to do it. It really does make you feel good. Well, we are in, and I forgot how big it is in here. It's just absolutely massive. There's so much headroom that it just feels like a very spacious place and comfortable place to be. I've got the dog in one corner, I've got all my gear in this corner, and I'm gonna run myself through here. My boots are just outside. The problem with this tent is the fact that this is the 2-season inner, so we've just got loads of full mesh panels here, which is brilliant for summer because obviously you get a lot of airflow, but in winter that airflow can be rather cold. And also, if there's airflow with snow as well, it can blow snow under the outside sort of fly sheet, and then it can obviously start accumulating on this. So not ideal, but it should be totally fine for us tonight, and it is just nice to test it, see how it manages in these conditions anyway. But it is chilly. I am definitely rubbing my hands together, so we need to get me off the floor, and I'm going to blow up this thermarest, and this is the Uber Light. So we'll get this out of the packet. I mean, just look how small it is. It's absolutely teeny. Literally fits in one hand. And this has done me great for some of the lightweight running things that I've done. But for winter, when it is below freezing, it's not really designed for that. So we'll test it out and see if we can cope with these very cold conditions. And get it out, it's literally like a plastic bag, it's that thin. It's unbelievable that this can actually stay in one piece whilst you lie on it with all that pressure of your weight. Anyway, let's get the pump sack. I'll get it pumped up and I'll get my cold ass off this floor. The good thing is as well, I've got a regular size here. It doesn't take that long to blow up. Well, it might do if I keep doing these tiny little farts in it. Oh dear. Well, that is loads better. Getting my butt off that cold floor and sat on this giant crisp packet. Can you hear that? It does its job though, that's the main thing. So I have some leggings to put on, which are some jazzy ones. Look at that, from Under Armour, and they're just like a slightly fleecy one. Once I've got my leggings on, then I can put on my rab down bottoms, and these trousers are really quite lightweight. They just pack really sort of small, and they just give you a really nice thick insulation layer. And then I can take these ones off, which are slightly mucky on the bottom from where I've been walking. What else have I got? We have got a really old mountain equipment down jacket there, which will obviously keep me warmer. But what I'll do is I think I might take this one off, and then the dog can have this one, and I'll put the down one on. And the dog also can have a foil blanket just to wrap over him, which will keep him warm. Not that he really needs it anyway, because he is like a duck. Literally can just sort of sit on the coldest of ground and be comfortable. I've got my Sea to Summit pillow, and we've got this Thermarest Adara HD women's long sleeping bag. And this thing has kept me nice and warm plenty of times in some really cold conditions. And the fact that it's a woman's makes no difference whatsoever. I think, let's have a look at it, we have got -6 comfort, so it's pretty warm, is that? It's pretty much anything you'll ever need in the UK, especially if you sleep with some down bottoms on as well, and a down jacket, because obviously that insulation layer just increases, so that ups it a little bit more. What else can I show you? I've got my usual cooking kit, so I'm going to make a cup of tea in a minute. Dog food. What else? The drone, not getting that out I don't think. Another pair of woolly socks. And then just my bag of goodies to eat. So in here for this evening we are having sausages, some broccoli, what a surprise, and a vegetable hot pot. So I can't just have a vegetable hot pot, I have to put sausages in it. So hopefully that will keep me nice and happy for the evening. Right, let's get changed and bang on these clothes. Yep, I really do like this tent. It's not designed for winter conditions at all, but if the weather's not too bad, it's not blowing a hoolie, and there's not tons of snow falling from the sky, there's no reason at all why you can't use it in winter like I am doing. But for summer, that's when it comes into its own. If you walk with trekking poles, obviously you need those for the support, and it only weighs 800 and something grams. That's the exact amount there, which is incredible, absolutely incredible. So great as just one to throw in your bag and give you that decent shelter, because it's definitely a big step up from having a bivvy bag. Anyway, there is a link in the description to this tent, so check that out, and if you are thinking about buying one of these, then you'd be better getting hold of one sooner rather than later, because it won't be long and summer will be here and you'll be wanting one. So yeah, be prepared. Anyway, I'm going to chill out for a while, and hopefully I've got some reception so I can mess about my phone and do my socials. Something that I've never done before, and now I have to. Oh dear. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit when I am back to cooking some sausages. Time for some dinner then. So I am going to pop some water in here, get this boiled up, and I need 380 millilitres. It's got a bit of a measuring thing on here, so it actually does help. So that should be about right. Now I'll get that boiled up, and then if I use that water to fill this up, that gives me 10 minutes while this is rehydrating to cook my sausages and my broccoli. I've got my lighter, get some gas on, and we'll light her up. Pop that pan on, crank her up, and there we go. I'm actually cooking inside the main tent as well. There's plenty of airflow in here, and obviously there's plenty of height as well, so it's not a problem to do so. And the good thing is I've got the dog's mat. It's a silicone mat, so if I just show you that, can you see that? So this mat here just allows me to put my gas canister on it, and then obviously it protects the ground sheet, and I can cook on it. Right, let's get a lid on, because then it will boil a bit faster and use less gas. Yep, I get excited, I really do. Just the simple things, making a meal. turn that off. Open the packet. Smells a bit mank. Oh, do you know what I've got in there? I always forget. Where are you? There she is. Do not eat. Every single time. I'm going to give this a real good stir into all the corners, because you always end up with some manky bits that are dry. Oh, hot. Not bad. Right, seal this back up. Clock starts now. 10 minutes. Pop that to the side. And let's start cooking some sausages. Oh, I'll tell you what it's called. My nose is running. So, I do have a chopping board, but rather than getting it mucky, let's just chop it up in small bits like this. A race against the clock. Shouldn't take long to do this anyway. Right, that's one on. Let's start this gas. So I've got a total of 4 sausages. 3 for me. And 1 for the little doggy, who is sat so calmly. He's such a good lad, he really is. Very, very easy. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to dogs, they're only easy if you put that time in to train them. If not, you'll get a dog and they'll just be a nightmare, and you'll spend the rest of your life, or rest of their life, most likely, just having to just mother them. That's the thing. You can never sort of like leave them or trust them at home, and you've got to obviously have control of them, usually with a lead if you don't have any decent recall to them. So yeah, definitely worth putting that time and effort in early doors with a dog. Right, I've got manky hands now. Clean my hands, clean my knife a bit, and then I'll give that a stir. And onto the broccoli. A bit of broccoli. I think I'll just snap it up a bit. I do love broccoli though. In my last video that I mentioned that I was 44 years old, and some lad had commented saying like, I can't believe you're 44, it's like unbelievable. But it must be the broccoli and the fact that you keep fit. So maybe it is. Keeps you looking younger. Bit of broccoli. Right, I'll put a lid on, keep the heat in that pan, and then hopefully a bit of a stir here and there. Cook nicely. Probably got about 7 minutes left. Right, I think we're done with that. Quite a lot of moisture coming off here, which is going to obviously condense on this tent if it doesn't get out quick enough. I've just opened the 2 sides just slightly just to help flush a bit of it out. It's just nice watching it dance with the wind just pulling it. Right, I'll get this out of my sleeping bag now, which has been keeping me warm, and then we can enjoy some dinner. I'm going to have to just try a bit of this first. Let's have a bit of sausage. That was not good over here. Hell, that's hot. Tastes good though. Tastes good with a burnt tongue. See what this is looking like. This is not bad at all, is it? Look at that, some Lincolnshire sausage. Still pretty hot. My favourite, some broccoli, which apparently makes you look younger. Good. Yeah, really nice that. Followed by some pretty manky looking baby food. It's not bad though, it really isn't. And it's a full meal that. You can't really beat that, can you? Spot on. A perfect meal to have in a tent. See if I can hold this. That's better, keep my hand warm. Alright. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm a simple man. Doesn't take much to keep me happy. It really doesn't. Just give everything a wipe out, and then at least it can pack away nicely without spoiling everything. And then I've saved Blue a little bit of this. I'm going to let him try it. Excuse me. Because he's got a sausage and he's got his own food. Thought I'd let him try a bit of that and just see what he's like with it, because normally anything vegetarian at all, he's just not interested. Honestly, you'll put like a piece of carrot in his bowl with all a load of meat wrapped around it and he will lick the carrot clean and not actually eat it. He's so funny. He is not a vegetarian. He is a meativore. It's a word. Right, that's clean enough. So let's sort Blue out with a little bit and see if he eats it. Go on then. Well, he enjoyed that. Now left. Not even a sausage, eh? Anyway, it's time for me to make a cup of tea, and I'm going to eat this with it, which is an energy bake from Science in Sport, the tiramisu one. Not designed at all as a pudding, but it just goes really well with a cup of tea. Lovely smell of singed hair. Got some proper milk as well, which is good. But at these temperatures, it keeps well. It's not going to go off, is it? Save a bit for morning. I like my morning cuppa. Right, what do I need to do now? Get my magic doofers, pick this up, pop it in its sleeve, put the lid on, and slowly sip and enjoy the tiramisu bake at the same time. This is what it's all about. Oh yeah. Yep. The simple things just make you happy, don't they? good. When I use the term good regarding food, it's pretty much my highest level there of what I would give, my highest standard. I always say it nodding as well, don't I? Good. Oh dear, I'm a funny one. Takes all kinds. It takes all kinds. Tell you what, it is so nice to be out in this wilderness, feeling the cold air across my face. It really does beat sitting at home in our nice warm houses, watching the telly and waiting to go to bed. Yeah, that's boring, isn't it? Absolutely boring. When you can be out doing something different and special, and something that sparks your brain to give you some nice memories. I say warm though, I've actually not had my heating on yet this year. My kids have been taking the piss out of me massively for it. I'll just sit inside, all cold in my down jacket. Well, I've saved some money though, that's a good thing. So that can go into my van conversion. I'm a Yorkshireman though. Short arms, deep pockets. Tight as hell. But it does pay off, and then you can do things like a van conversion. It just means that you can afford to put money into different places that are more important for you, whatever you require. And that is something that I feel that I need in life. It's going to help me make my future even better. Yeah, and I've been really busy with it as well, which has been good. I've totally enjoyed designing everything and manufacturing what I need to, putting all the bits in I need to do, wiring, insulation, and now I'm getting to the point where it's going to get to the good stuff. Fitting the solar panels, got a new aerial, like a shark fin aerial to fit, second fixing all the electrics, and then putting the bed in and all that. And then it will really feel like a proper place that I can go and escape to. Escaping from the boring house and the boring telly. Yeah, that's why I do this. I just like getting out and feeling free, feeling alive. And I would advise anyone else to get out and do the same. It's awesome, it really is awesome. Yeah, I'm testing this mat tonight, this Neo Air Uberlight. I can't feel any cold coming up from the ground from it, so that's a good thing. We'll see through the night if it changes, but I think it should be okay. I'm guessing it's probably -3 or 4 at the minute. It's starting to freeze over inside. Yep. This is when I'm at my happiest. Chilling out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody bothering me. No postman putting the bills through this tent door. Aye. Anyway, I'm going to continue drinking my tea. I'm going to get tidied up, brush my teeth, sort myself out, ready for bed, and then lay this lug for the evening. The dog's already fast asleep. It looks very, very comfortable indeed. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Take care. Morning, flowers. Well, it's not exactly a winter wonderland, but it is definitely winter. I slept absolutely fine. It was actually quite a still night, and on that mat I had no problems whatsoever with the temperature. It was totally fine and didn't feel cold at all. I wouldn't rely on a mat like that for winter conditions. I'd definitely go for one with a bigger R value, but it definitely worked in sub-zero conditions. So we're going to drop the tent, put all our gear away, and then skedaddle back down to somewhere nice and warm, because I can really feel it now. My hands are already getting cold and I've only been out for a few minutes. So yes, moving will definitely help. But it has been a pleasure. It has been so nice just to get out and just enjoy some nice scenery in a beautiful part of the world in some lovely cold conditions. There we are, leave no trace as always, sort of. That's allowed. Anyway, we are gonna head off, back down, and hopefully try and find somewhere to get a really nice cooked breakfast, and I might even splash out and get myself a coffee. I only drink coffee probably about once a month, that's all, but I do really enjoy having one here and there. And it doesn't trump a tea, because tea is just part of, like, it's part of me. It just almost is like my blood is that, just to keep me nice and calm. But anyway, coffee it is today, I think. Right, let's go then. Come on then, Bluey. Say what? That sea warms you up. What a way to start the day. I love finding secret places. This is awesome. All the way through. And it's like exploring for the first time. No one else has been here. Not the case. Beautiful though. Nice to work your way through that winding crevasse. Be nice to see water running through it, which I'm sure it does at times. This is just like a dry riverbed, which I'm walking on currently. Yeah. Yes.
I don't know anything about it really. I only know it's very small. So about 10 yards. Wait a little while. Okay. We'll get your drinks and spoke to the doctor who would have gone in, and he said, but they said no, it's not a good thing to move at all. Anyway. Oh no, he's not. He's on Tin Title Castle. I can't see him out at clubs like this, which she used to do.
And Lucy, what's Lucy up to? I mean, they're out there now.
Well, she's coming back.
2
weeks this weekend.
Well, that were nice, wasn't it? Some mashed up avocado and lime pressed on a piece of granary crusty toast and then topped with some beetroot infused smoked salmon. Absolutely gorgeous. And with that, you'd never believe that was a Yorkshireman, would you? Not at all. But it's about being diverse in life. There's no point honing yourself into that tiny little area there when there's this massive expanse of life to explore. So get yourselves outside, tickle those taste buds, and make sure that those feet take you to some amazing places. It was really nice to get outside and just explore somewhere new. I just sat at home with a map and I thought, I've never been there, so why not go have a look? And if you don't make that decision to get out and do that sort of thing, then you will sit at home and look at your plastered walls and wish that you had done. So make sure you put that effort in, push yourself over that first hurdle, and then from there you get to make some nice memories, and that's what it's all about. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a big fat thumbs up. Press the button now. Press it. And if you want to join me on my Instagram, you can, and then you can sort of see where I am and what I'm up to. And also there is the Patreon, you can join that, or if you want to buy me a coffee, in the buy me a coffee link, everything's down there in the description, either there or there, I'm not exactly sure. So from me and the beautiful Blue, you saying hello? Blue? There he is. What are you doing? Sorry, mate. You asleep? There he is. We'll see you another time. Take care.